Bone Thugs-N-Harmony, also referred to as simply Bone Thugs or Bone, is an American hip-hop group formed in 1991 in Cleveland, Ohio. Consisting of rappers Bizzy Bone, Wishbone, Layzie Bone, Krayzie Bone, and Flesh and Bone, the group signed with American rapper Eazy-E's Ruthless Records in late 1993 and made their debut with the EP Creepin' on a Come-Up the following year. In 1995, they released their second album, E1999 Eternal, which included the hit singles First of the Month and East 1999. Their song The Crossroads, a tribute to their recently deceased mentor Eazy-E, earned them a Grammy Award in 1997. The group's third album, The Art of War, was released in 1997. In 2000, their album BTNH Resurrection achieved platinum status in the United States within a month of its release, whereas their 2002 album, Thug World Order, saw more moderate success, attaining platinum certification and peaking at number 3 on the top R&B and hip-hop albums chart. After this release, the group took a hiatus from their label and subsequently released their sixth studio album, Thug Stories, independently in 2006. In 2007, they returned with a major label release, Strength and Loyalty, through American producer Swizzy Beatz' label, Full Surface Records, in partnership with Interscope Records. Bone Thugs-N-Harmony followed this with their 2010 album, Uni 5, The World's Enemy, released under their own label, BTNH Worldwide, with distribution provided by Warner Brothers. Krayzie Bone and Wishbone briefly parted ways with the group in April 2011 to focus on their independent label, The Life Entertainment. Both members, however, soon reunited with the group. In August 2013, Layzie Bone also announced a temporary departure to concentrate on his independent label, Harmony House Entertainment. He too rejoined the group shortly thereafter. In the same month, Bone Thugs-N-Harmony signed a new deal with E.O.N E Music, with whom they had previously collaborated for the release of Thug Stories in 2006. Formed in Cleveland, Ohio in 1991, the group was originally called Band-Aid Boys. Charles Scruggs Jr., born the 17th of February 1975, joined the trio of Krayzie Bone, Layzie Bone, and Bizzy Bone under the name Wishbone, and the group recorded an album titled Faces of Death under the name B.O.N.E. The album was recorded in the studio of their then mentor Kermit Henderson and released on his indie label Stony Burke in 1993. Like so many aspiring rappers around the country, they put in calls to executives at record companies, hoping to find someone who would listen. In hopes of securing a record deal, the group was given an audition over the phone, receiving an unfulfilled promise from rapper Eazy-E to call them back. Determined to reach him, they scrounged together the money for one-way bus tickets to Los Angeles. They left for a 3-day Greyhound trek and spent 4 months on the city streets putting in frequent calls to find him. Nothing came of their search except the news that Eazy-E was, in fact, on his way to Cleveland for a show. Released in June 1994, Creepin' on a Come-Up was Bone Thugs-N-Harmony's debut with Ruthless Records. The album's subject matter was focused almost entirely on violent criminal activity. Peaking at number 12 on the Billboard Top 200 Albums chart and number 2 on the Top R&B Hip-Hop Albums chart, it included the hit single Thuggish Ruggish Bone, of which featured a verse by Eazy-E. Thuggish Ruggish Bone peaked at number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and number 2 on the Hot Rap Tracks chart. After a slow start that saw the album's success limited to gangster rap audiences, the EP marked a major change in style for the group, as they now fully embraced the G-Funk common in West Coast hip-hop of the time. Beats were provided by DJ Yella, Rhythm D, and Kenny McLeod, and it was the group's first collaboration with newcomer producer DJ Unique, who would craft the group's signature sound by producing the majority of their next 2 albums. For over a year, Eazy-E nurtured their career, continuing to serve as their executive producer and teaching them the business skills he had taught himself over the years. When Eazy-E died on March 26, 1995, from complications from AIDS-related pneumonia, the young rappers thought they had lost everything with the loss of their friend and mentor. However, the group's potential was apparent, and Ruthless Records continued to support them. In 1995, the group's second album, E1999 Eternal, was released. It included the singles First of the Month, which peaked at number 12 on the Hot 100 and number 4 on Hot Rap Tracks, and The Crossroads, which reached number 1 on both the Hot 100 and Hot Rap Tracks charts. The album generally saw positive reviews from critics as B.O.N.E had diversified its content and musical style. Critics were particularly intrigued by the album due to B.O.N.E Thugs and Harmony's ability to reduce the banality associated with gangster rap in their music, at a time when the subgenre had become exceedingly cliché. A considerable portion of the album's concept was built upon violent subject matter, yet they also incorporated deeper themes, as its songs dealt with more spirituality and occult mythicism. The album was produced by DJ Unique, with co-production from Tony C and Kenny McLeod. E.1999 Eternal also introduced B.O.N.E's trademark tracks, devoted entirely to the use of marijuana. The album name originated from one of the street names of a corner, E99th Street and St. Clair, that was a familiar hangout to B.O.N.E members, as well as Eazy-E's album Eternal E. Naming it after Eazy-E's album was just another way of showing respect and tribute to the rapper who had helped them reach success. Also in 1996, Flesh and Bone would become the first member of the group to release a debut album, titled THUGS, which was certified gold by the RIAA. In 1996, due to their success, the Cleveland clan established their own label, Mo Thugs Records. There were plans for B.O.N.E Thugs and Harmony to collaborate with West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur on a studio album titled One Nation. The project brought hip-hop artists from all areas of the American map, such as Boot Camp Click, Outkast, Scarface, E40 and more. However, Tupac Shakur was shot and killed in September 1996, so the album never came into fruition. Bootlegs of songs produced while Tupac was still alive have been distributed. In 1997, the group released the double disc set called The Art of War. B.O.N.E Thugs and Harmony explored a variety of subjects and styles, with focus on God and family, and an overall ambient, mellow sound in The Art of War. The group incorporated violent lyrics, however, with a large portion of the album dedicated to what they labeled clones, who claimed B.O.N.E had stolen their quick-tongued rapping style and vice versa. The album had been rumored to be titled DNA Level C, which is Cleveland backwards. The single Look Into My Eyes appeared on the soundtrack of the film Batman and Robin. It peaked at number 4 on the Hot 100 and number 2 on the Hot Rap Tracks chart. If I Could Teach the World, the other single from The Art of War, peaked at number 20 on the Hot 100 and number 3 on the Hot Rap Tracks, and won an American Music Award. Thanks for watching our History of B.O.N.E Thugs and Harmony Part 1 video. In Part 2 we will talk about B.O.N.E Thugs and Harmony involvement with Tupac Shakur, members' breakup rumors and their lyrical content changes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.